Hello, my name's Elijah Wells, and today, or a couple of days ago, the Golden Globe winners came out. Well, I do apologise for not doing this earlier. It's just because I was a little bit tired, like way too tired to just record the entire video about it, so I had to get some sleep. And also, I passed my theory test for driving. So anyways, let's get on with it. Best Picture in Drama goes to Oppenheimer by Christopher Nolan. A very, very well-deserved win because that movie is absolutely brilliant. Yeah, it did beat out Anatomy of a Fall, Killers of the Flower Moon, Maestro, Past Lives, and Zone of Interest. But again, Oppenheimer does win big for this one, winning in total 5 awards, I think, if I remember off the top of my head. But very well deserved for that one. For best film for musical comedy, it goes to Poor Things by Yorgos Lanthimos. Even though I did afford that Barbie was going to win for this category, but I'm generally not surprised that Poor Things did win for this category, beating out Air, American Fiction, Holdovers, Barbie, and May December. But again, totally understandable why I went to Poor Things. And we go over to director, and it goes to Christopher Nolan for Oppenheimer, which I think this is his first major win out of the category, I think it is. He never won an Oscar, he never won a BAFTA, but this is his first Golden Globe win, which is something that could be really, really big coming forward, because, again, given that he's one of the biggest filmmakers at the moment, but he won over Bradley Cooper for Maestro, Greta Gerwig for Barbie, Yorgos Lanthimos for Poor Things, as well as Martin Scorsese for Killers of the Flower Moon, and Celine Song for Past Lives. For Best Actress in Drama, it goes to Lily Gladstone for Killers of the Flower Moon, who did a portion of her speech in Blackfoot as well, or a native language known in America. Again, this is a very, very well-deserved win for her. I backed her when she won, when she was nominated for this category, and she won. Very, very proud of it. She won over Annie Bennett for Naran and Sandra Holler for Anatomy of a Fall, Greta Lee for Past Lives, Kerry Mulligan for Maestro, and Celine Spacer for Priscilla. Again, a very well-deserved win for that one. For Best Actor in Drama, it goes to Cillian Murphy for Oppenheimer. Again, this is absolutely huge because he is getting a lot more and more momentum as the award season is going for him to win Best Actor. He also did win over Bradley Cooper for Maestro, Leonardo DiCaprio for Killers of the Flower Moon, Killian Coleman Diego for Rustin, Bally Gorahan for Saltburn, and Andrew Scott for All of Us Strangers. Again, very well deserved. And also for Best Actress in Musical Comedy, it goes to Emma Stone for Poor Things. Again, this was undeniably a very tight race for that one because she is facing off Margot Robbie from the Barbie movie, who also was a great performance in that film. But there's also like Fantastica Balayo, if I mispronounced her name, from Color Purple, Jennifer Lawrence for No Hard Feelings, Natalie Portman for May December, and Amel Aposti for Fallen Leaves. Again, I'm going to check out Poor Things relatively soon, so I'm just really hoping it's definitely worth up the hype. There's, for Best Actor for Musical Comedy, it goes to Paul Giamatti for The Holdovers, which is another film I really do want to check out, who won over the reigns of like Nicolas Cage for Dream Scenario, Timothée Chalamet for Wonka, Matt Damon, Air, Joaquin Phoenix for Beau is Afraid, and Jeffrey Wright for American Fiction. Again, not surprised by this because I do hear a lot of very good things about it, and I did check out Timothée Chalamet and Wonka, which again, a very viewed YouTube video I did about it. Again, he was great in the performance. Again, I'm definitely want to check out Holdovers because of this now. And this is where it gets a little bit surprising. We got Best Screenplay, it goes to Anatomy of a Fool, who won over Barbie, Poor Things, Oppenheimer, Killers of the Flower Moon, and Past Lives. Again, this is a bit of a surprising one at best. I think it was like Barbie or something like that was going to be the main frontrunner, or maybe Oppenheimer or something, but I remember this was like a very tight race, so much so I can't actually remember which one I actually picked, so might be more interested or inclined to see it if it comes out DVD and Blu-ray, Anatomy of a Fall, if it like fights off like Zones of Interest for the Oscar for foreign film, but I might give it a shot. And for Best Score, it goes to Ludwig Göransson for Oppenheimer. Again, a brilliant music, particularly the score Can You Hear the Music in the beginning of the movie, or near the beginning, which is an incredibly enthralling piece of music, which got like several Grammy nominations because of that one piece. But there's also, I did mention that Jo Koy, a composer who I'm very fond of, who got nominated for Boy and Heron, didn't end up winning, but I'm very glad he's getting like the amount of clout he's getting for this year round, finally. Not just he might be nominated for an Oscar for score or the BAFTAs, but I'm just very pleased moving forward we could be seeing more of him. I also did give a shout out to Michael Leva for Zones of Interest, who could have been the first out non-binary person to be nominated for a major award like an Oscar or Grammy. Like, take for instance Sam Smith. Like, yeah, they did win for writing a song on War for Spectre, but this was before they came out as non-binary, like several years later. But they did say that they were the first openly gay person to win the Oscar. Like, come on, like, there's like a whole Wikipedia page about it. Like, all the LGBT winners of the Oscars. Yeah. And for best song, it goes to What Was I Made For from Billie Eilish for the Barbie movie. Again, very, very, very good song. Yeah, which is, again, something I'm very pleased of. And this is where the one category might be the most interesting of them all, is for Best Animated Feature. It goes to Boy and Heron from Hayao Miyazaki. Again, a really big deal in the anime community about this, because not just is now already a very tight race with Spider-Man and Across the Spider-Verse, which is, again, I think this is basically now the Barbenheimer of the award shows this year around. Like, either this is Miyazaki's semi-autobiographical movie or one of the best animated sequels in living memory. It did win over Elemental, it did win over Super Mario Bros. Suzumi as well, which is also a really good film. And Earth's Wish, which I'm kind of a little bit weirded out since it didn't get a lot of great reviews. And for Best Foreign Film, there is Autonomy of a Fool, which won over films like Fallen Leaves, To El Capitino, Past Lives, Society of Snow, and Zone of Interest. This is a very tight category again, but I'm not surprised, given it won screenplay as well, that Autonomy of a Fool did win for foreign film. Again, Past Lives is also in there, which is a great film, and Zone of Interest by Jonathan Glazer. Even though it's submitted in the Oscars as a UK entry, even though the movie apparently is mostly done in German and Polish. But again, I'm not surprised. To be honest, I'm pretty glad that Autonomy of a Fool won for foreign film. Kind of all the failures of this Golden Globes, being the new host who was just so unfunny that even people back-talking him, and visibly annoyed Taylor Swift to the point that she was just nobody drinking wine when he made a joke about him. I forgot what his name is, but who cares? And also just made really disrespectful jokes about the writers in the midst of a writer's strike that happened earlier this year. I think none of the Golden Globes this year had a bit of a head scratcher, in my opinion, than the Cinematic and Box Office Achievement Award. Like, who is this for? Like, yes, Greta Gerwig and Margot Robbie did accept the award, but I feel like this is more of an administrative award. An award to essentially help boost the Golden Globes' clout a little bit after the smorgasbord of controversies this year. But again, this will look incredibly awkward if a pandemic were to strike again. And I understand this is a way to steer away streaming services, even though they had something like May December or Maestro, which, again, apparently big films at the moment, but this is kind of a little bit silly at this point. Like, what's it best of? Like, best box office out of profit or biggest overall or something? Again, I don't see box office, regardless if it's the best film or the worst film, as an achievement, in my opinion. Like, there's something like, I don't know, Children of Men, which, again, a brilliant movie, but did really poor on the box office, or the fourth Transformers movie, which was, I think, was the biggest film of the year, and it was just one of the worst films in the entry. Like, I don't see a box office as achievements really that much. So, what do you think about the Golden Globes this year? Let me know in the comments below. Subscribe to my channel, like this video, follow me on Twitter and Instagram and Letterboxd. And this is Elijah Wells, and bye.